If you are looking for the Pinterest perfect version of chronic illness, you've come to the wrong place. But if you want someone who will be real with you, stick around. Welcome to Mel's Diary, Unscripted.
Okay, it is as done as it's gonna get. It took I think it's been 4 hours, maybe. I don't know. And we got the top of the fridge cleaned off and all the magnets and stuff wiped and transferred, except for the ones who apparently had been sitting there entirely too long in the same place. Those ones, they didn't make it, which was sad because I think it was just the two. One was a picture. It was a picture from the only photo shoot with all 8 kids. The only one we ever will have. And the magnet was stuck in place and I couldn't get it off. I mean, thankfully, I have other pictures, other copies of the same picture, which is great because it's an amazing picture. I would show you, but my kids don't want their faces on my channel. So one of these days I'll have to tell you about it. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll make it into a cartoon image. That's for another day though. But anyway, and then I had one, and it had Yoda on it, and it said, "Do or do not. There is no try." And that was really apt for today because we had to do it. We didn't have time to not do it. So we had to do it. We got all that squared away, moved the fridge, cleaned behind the fridge, under the fridge, and washed some of the walls and the floor. And, well, I guess we also had to clean off some shelves because we got to, paint that spot too. A little tender there. Hopefully, I won't have super terrible fallout from all of this because trust me when I say it was so dirty. So dirty. I mean, I don't know if I've moved that refrigerator, since it got put there 12 years ago. So, but that's all done. Can't paint until tomorrow morning because I want to make sure the walls are dry. We've had some issues with mold in the past and I'm not risking it. So I want to make sure it's good and dry. I have done, pretty sure, my full body decontamination at this point, which involves showering and brushing my teeth and scrubbing my mouth, and we won't go into the amount of gunk I had to scrub out of my mouth. It was so nasty. Not that I could do the entire mouth because I have stitches all along here, but did that, rinsed my nose, which seriously sucked because next to my refrigerator is my microwave stand, so we're going to paint the wall there too. So we moved the microwave stand, and my microwave's on the table. Well, there's no outlet there. And I normally heat my water to rinse my nose, and I was too tired to think about trying to relocate everything back to an outlet. So I'm like, it's fine, I'll just use room temperature water. Well, let me tell you this. Clearly, the room temperature is not nearly warm enough. Oh my goodness, that water was freezing. It was freezing. But I rinsed my nose and I rinsed my eyeballs. And I put on clean clothes, so I am officially as clean as I'm gonna get. And that's that's where we're at. So now I am just gonna lay here like a blob, feeling kind of swollen and gunky and shaky because all I've had to eat is bacon and ice cream because I my husband just bought 3 gallons of milk like yesterday. Oh no, maybe it wasn't yesterday. Maybe it was the day before yesterday. Yesterday was Easter. Anyway, just bought 3 gallons of milk, so I had a fair bit of milk and I had whipping cream. And I'm like, great, and the freezer goes out. So we made a bunch of homemade ice cream in the midst of all this. And then I took a bunch of the milk and cheese and sour cream from my refrigerator, dumped it all in the crock pot. It's still waiting for the sausage, but since we just finished with the scrubbing out there in the last 10 minutes, I started showering before I had my children finish the last little bit while I showered. And so I want to give it at least an hour for the dust to settle, and then I gotta send somebody out to fry the sausage because 5 minutes before I got in the shower, I suddenly looked over and I'm like, the sausage never got fried. It's still sitting there. I mean, it was frozen, so it's fine. But yeah, so it needs to get fried up and mixed in, and then at some point we'll be able to eat, probably pretty much immediately after we stir it in, because we're probably all going to be starving. um, I'm definitely on my way there, and it's probably not helping my sort of shaky tremor that I got going on here. I should have set up a tripod. That's too late now. So that's where we are, and I just got nothing else right now. Too tired. So until next time, take care.